It's Misty. How are you? Good to see you again. I am coming to you live from my living room. Well, I'm not live, but by the time you see this, it won't be live anymore. But I thought what I could do is make a video diary of things that I have overcome and things that I'm still going through and things that I hope to accomplish, and a way to make, I guess, myself accountable for how I'm feeling and how things have gone. I have been journaling. Actually, I've written the most I've ever written in the last like year and a half than I've written in my entire life. I do have a journal that I've had for a long time, and I find it interesting and healing to go back and reread things from a long time ago. When I was married the first time, he meant the world to me, and then when I married my second husband, how much he meant to me, and all the pain and stuff that have come from those two failed marriages. I've come up with a healing packet, and it's just from all of the different ways I've studied and the different therapies. I've been through 3 therapists, and I haven't really found the right fit. It just seems like a lot of them, it's so shallow and just, I don't know, just so box, and I don't always fit right in that box. But I've put together a few things that I think have really helped me heal. I'm not 100% healed. I don't think I'll ever be 100% healed. I'm a different person now. I am a different person than I was 5 years ago. I'm a way different person than I was 10 years ago. And I am a huge different person than I was 15 years ago. So these are some things that I've come up with to at first deal with the utter, I don't know how to put it. It was like I was numb. I was just paralyzed. That's it, paralyzed. Like, I forgot how to function, and I forgot, like, the pain was so immense and so shattering. It shattered me. And there were certain times, like in the very beginning, where the pain was so bad I couldn't barely breathe. It was just awful. And so after learning and reading and watching YouTube videos on how to get over things and let it go, and 5 different things that you can do to use your senses. I wrote them down on cue cards. Well, not cue cards, what are the index cards? You remember these things that you got in middle school or high school that you never used? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an emotional picture. 5 things you can see. So like when you're in a panic attack or something, you look around the room and you're like, 5 things I can see, 5 things I can see. All right, I see a television, I see pillows, I see a lamp, I see lights, I see my hands. Okay, you just do that. You look for 5 things. And then 4 things you can touch. Like, I can touch my nose, I can touch this table, I can touch my phone, I can touch, 4 things that you can touch. 3 things you can hear. Like, just listen, just sit with it, listen. I can hear the TV, I can hear my voice, I can hear the fan. 3 things. 2 things that you can smell. Like, I smell my perfume, I can smell my shampoo, I can, those are 2 things. You only have to find 2 because sometimes it's harder. And then 1 thing you can taste. So if you don't have anything handy, you can always taste your teeth. So anyways, that's sort of the 5, you can use your 5 senses. The next thing is a few things that I've written down. Don't wish your life away. Don't make empty promises to yourself. Don't hide your love. Don't hold on to bitter feelings. Don't ignore your intuition. It's your first instinct. Do not hang on to any regrets. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Let it go. Don't get stuck on being unhappy. I'm stuck right now being unhappy. I'm trying to change that. Don't lose your hope for better tomorrow. I don't usually lose my hope for better tomorrow because I know tomorrow's coming, and usually tomorrow is better until a trigger. But the triggers are getting less and less. So don't stop learning and have an open mind. That's key. Don't stop learning and have an open mind. Just because you're reading about something and it doesn't exactly jive with your beliefs, it's okay. Just learn from it. Just learn how to use it in your way. You don't always agree with everything, do you? No. Don't lose your individuality. Be unique. Don't expect everyone to give back what you gave. And that is a big one because in this day and age, everybody wants take. And you're just busy just pouring out yourself. Well, why don't you get your own cup and fill your own cup full of you instead of making everybody else's cup full, So those are some helpful things. How to let go. This one was a biggie. How to let go. See, how to let go. And you're sad, you're hurt, you need something, you need a help. Well, this is a helpful guide. Awareness. Release the shame. Okay? And in the beginning, I didn't have much shame. I didn't bring this on. I didn't do this to myself. I didn't cheat on me. You cheated on me. You two just betrayed me. And so just be aware. Release the shame. If you have shame and whatever happened, let it go. Release it. Just be aware of it and let it go. Don't be ashamed. Past beliefs, your illusion of where you thought your life was going, where you thought things were, and maybe it wasn't true. Decide to be free. Decide to be free. I want to be free. And that's one thing I am pretty free. I'm free of pain. I'm free of regret. I'm trying to be free of sadness, and I'm trying to be free of loneliness. Now, the loneliness, that one's hard. That one's hard when you live with someone almost your whole entire life, and then you find yourself alone. That one's hard. Confidence to change. Okay? Change is inevitable. Everybody's going to change. You gotta just have confidence. Just have confidence in that bitch. And you'll see the change isn't so bad. Detach. Detaching is hard because you feel like they need you. You feel like things are gonna fall apart if I'm not right there. And the truth of the matter is, no, it's not. Okay? Detach. Raise your vibrations. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm raising my vibrations. I'm doing these videos. I'm going to start trying to help other people who are lost. I'm raising my vibration. Like today, I took my parents out for dinner, and we went downtown Mount Dora and walked around the old shops. And I took my mom to this spiritual shop where I got that, and she just had a great time. My stepdad went too, and he had a great time too. He even went to the spiritual shop. I didn't think he was gonna go in there, but he did. And he enjoyed it. He actually started talking to the lady who ran the store. It's like, Steven made a new friend, And that was funny. But it was cool, it was good. So raise your vibrations. Now this is a little pyramid thing I did. I learned something about primary emotions and secondary emotions. And it's this little chart. I forgot what the little chart's called, but it's a chart, and it's about your healing levels. First one is shame, guilt, grief, desire, anger, pride, courage, neutrality, acceptance, reasoning, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. The very top of the pyramid is enlightenment. And you can't control the event of what happened, that big explosion. You can't control what happened. And your secondary emotions, things that you can control that. You can control how you react to the situation, okay? And we'll come back around to that in just a minute. But here's the little circle, the circle, and it says the actual event, then your interpretation of the event, the actual meaning of the event, and then your story. And you can change your story. You don't have to keep living in this same cycle. The event will never change, okay? The triggering event, what happened to you, that horrible event, whatever it was, it'll never change. It'll always be the same. Your interpretation of that event will change over time, okay? It will shift. You'll learn stuff. You'll learn, and then the meaning behind it. Like, why did that happen? What? Sometimes there is no answer. Sometimes there is just no reason. It just did. And then your story. Your past story can't change. Your future story can. So those are just some interesting things I've learned. And then let's see. What is this hurt costing me? What is this hurt costing me? Everything has a price. What if I don't let it go? What is it going to cost me in the future if I keep holding on to this hurt and this pain and I don't let it go and I just keep holding on to it? What's going to happen? It's going to eat at you and it's going to bring you down and it's going to suck you into that depression. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be in that depression. And these are steps to help you get out of depression. There's always a cost in every action. There's also a price for inaction, okay? So you don't do anything about it. You just sit here on the couch, you cry, blah, 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 and you drink your life away. It's okay. But there is a price for inaction. So try to keep moving. Try to keep positivity flowing. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you had so many triggers in one day, you're just, I'm done. I am done. I'm going to go to bed. Go to bed. Holistic releasing. Take the feeling or the thought or the event and sit with it for 5 to 10 minutes. Reflect on it. Allow yourself to do this. This is important. Don't ignore it. Don't hide from it. Don't try to escape or fill your life so full of chaos that it disappears, because it doesn't ever disappear. It just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. Can I allow myself to feel this unhappy as I do in this moment? Can you allow yourself to feel that sad? No, don't allow yourself to sit there and wallow in self-pity. Come on, get out of it. Can I allow myself to feel as happy as I do in this moment? Yes, be happy. Let yourself feel the happiness. Don't let yourself feel the sadness. I mean, you feel it for a little bit, but then just be like, change your attitude, change your mind. What am I feeling? Sit with it for 5 or 10 minutes. Can I allow this feeling? Can I let it go? You can. It's going to take time. And that's the one thing that people always told me. It's like, this pain will help with time. This will deteriorate with time. Will it ever go away? No. But it will get a little better. I promise you. I promise you. Yes, let it go now. Change your story. Remember, there it is again. Change your story. Coping mechanisms. In the beginning, when the pain was so intense, I would grab a pillow, or I would go under the water, bathtub, pool, ocean, scream at the top of your lungs, as loud as you possibly can. Just scream. Release it. Let it go. Count backwards from 10 to 1. That's when you're having that panic. You gotta breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, until it passes. And breathe. My cousin had this wonderful tool in her toolbox with regarding to impending anxiety attacks. And I never suffered from the anxiety. I never had those kinds of issues. Well, I was having them after this, and I just felt utter like the world is going to explode, a panic attack. And my cousin had a tool in her toolbox, and she said, search for a yellow object in the room or outside and spell the word yellow and the actual object. So when you're sitting there and you can't, like, you're not supposed to have any emotion here. You're supposed to, like, you're at work and you're not supposed to break down and cry because you have a client meeting in 5 minutes and you cannot go into that meeting looking like a mess. And this trigger just happened and you're, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, find something yellow in the room. You know why yellow? Because yellow is one of the hardest colors to come by in outside activities. So you find something yellow. Okay, my dog is kind of yellow, so I will be like yellow, Y-E-L-L-O-W, D-O-G, yellow dog, Y-E-L-L-O-W, yellow dog. And then you start looking for something else yellow. And then actually what it does is it takes the panic and it refocuses it on something that's real and not something that you're making up, not something that's in your heart or in your mind. Exercise, run, walk, swim, jog, jumping jacks, jump rope. Exercise is important, okay? And those are the coping mechanisms, like for anxiety or strict onset of pain or whatever that happens. Because you know, once something traumatic happens to you, you can't barely breathe, and you need some coping mechanisms. So those are the things. And this is in my healing packet, and you guys can make your own healing packet. And then every once in a while, you just go back and read over this stuff, and it really does help. It really does help. So I'm going to close this video by reading some stuff that I wrote for my journal and my healing packet. You can change it at any time. If you're getting anything out of this, I really hope you do. It's helped me a lot writing. I wrote 10 pages. I think this is 10 pages. Yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. I have titled this goals, but I am thinking it's more than about goals. It's more about getting ideas, aspirations, memories, feelings, and goals. But I didn't know exactly how to title it. What would be an appropriate title for a combination of those things? Maybe ambitions of future or past endeavors. Whatever the appropriate word. It's about things I want to achieve or do. And the mindset that I want to accomplish, because I am learning that time is passing by rather quickly, but my mindset and my current experiences are not progressing. Maybe progression is a more appropriate term or title. I want to change the negative mindset, and I'm currently fixated in it. I am. I'm fixated in this mindset of being sad and depressed, and I'll never have that life again. My life of happiness is gone. My husband and my son are gone, and it's no doing of my own, you know, and I'm stuck there. I've been stuck there for 1.5 years. My thoughts keep returning to old memories and old feelings where I get stuck for hours and hours. I sometimes will get stuck there for an entire day. I feel that it's such a waste of time, energy, and emotion. It is unnecessary and just not productive or positive. I need to look forward and get excited about my future, because after thinking about things, I am free. Remember we talked about that? I am free. I have very few responsibilities. Very few responsibilities outside of my own needs. My mom and stepdad are really the only ones that I should look after, which today I went with them to the outdoor downtown and I took them out to eat. They're getting older and they will need more help in the near future. I understand that. The future, what do I want mine to look like? Well, some may say, if you want to make the Lord laugh hysterically, just tell him your plans. Yeah. And in some manner, that is true, because a lot of times things do not always go as planned. If you would have asked me the same question 18 years ago, not 18, when I was 18, after high school graduation, I would have said, by 35, I will have 2 kids, I will have a husband and a house and my career with a couple of pets. Well, no biological children, 2 ex-husbands, an overpriced home in a very urban neighborhood, and 3 pets later, at age 46 now, I can tell you that I had an idea where I thought my life would be, and it's very far from that 18-year-old's version. I understand that I had 0 control of what happened in that time span. I do have control over my next decision though, but absolutely 0 control of the counteraction of my previous decisions. Breaking that down to understand it better. Say that I have decided to drive my truck to a nearby lake, and I want to walk by the lake, and I want to get my feet wet, and I want to watch the sunset. Those are my plans. My vision seems so nice and calm and easy, right? Well, on my way to the lake, I run over a nail, but I'm unaware. I arrive to the lake, and I get out of the truck, and I twist my ankle walking down to the banks. Then thunder rolls in and the lightning strikes, covering the skies with clouds. Now, I see that my plans, they've gone awry, due to no fault of my own. I limp back to my truck, and I see a flat tire. I then think, I should have never even left the house. Life is very unpredictable, but we do have choices and we do have hope. And I think those are what I should focus on. I can control my choice, and I can control my hope and my faith. The path of choices have led me to this exact point in my life, and it's from here that I can begin. Life keeps going, and then in an instant, it stops. I have learned so much about life through change. Change is very important for growth. I'm going to leave it there for right now because this video is about 22 minutes long, and it's pretty 22 minutes of your life that you will never get back. But thank you for watching, and next time I'm going to talk about growth, and I'm going to talk about some other stuff like a book that I just got and that I've been reading, and about the moonshine that's in this cup. And I'm going to be feeling pretty good later. Thank you guys. Till next time.